Hey guys, welcome to my Honestly, where honest wondering astonishment take up space. I am Megs, and welcome to the channel. So this is going to be an actual vlog that I'm giving you guys because I was tasked with vlogging my experiences this weekend. Not only am I going to a wrestling show, but I'm also going to a book festival, which will be all at the same location. So it's so perfect that I doing both. But I'm gonna take you guys through like this weekend, what I can and whatnot. So I'm going to the LA Times Book Festival at USC, and alongside that, it's perfect timing is that TNA is in LA for their pay-per-view, which is called TNA Rebellion, and will also be at the USC campus. So I'm gonna be taking you guys there with me on Sunday for a great show. Like, I'm literally gonna see Joe Hendry in person. I'm gonna see Mike Santana and Mustafa Ali in person. Ethan Page, Lash and Jakara, the Hardys. I show love with them first because you know the folk love the Hardys. And by the way, Jeff Hardy, this is for you. What made you do that? That man literally on this week's episode of TNA Impact in the little fun house where they were spooking out Ryan and Nick Nemeth, dressed as Willow, one of his characters, decided to do his little dance and not like as instrumental. What possessed you to do that? Because what I scared, I pissed off Clarissa by showing her that video. And I'm so sorry, Clarissa, but you had to see it. If I had to see it, you had to see it. There you go. So yeah, that's really that. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna take you guys through some parts of the book festival and also TNA. I was gonna do a separate thing, but I'm like, why not just do a combination of everything? Come be at the same place. So yeah, but yeah, I'm heading it here because I do need to go to bed because I have a decent day tomorrow because I'm gonna try and shoot some more content just to have ready to put out over the weekend. And also I need to promote the Substack again. I do have a Substack that is called Marvel Honestly, that's where the moniker Marvel Honestly comes from, and this is the subsidiary channel for Marvel Honestly Substack, where you'll get a lot of my writing moving forward. It took 3 months off. But I have so much things I have brewing in my head that I want to get out on the newsletter. So you can find my writing over at marvelhonestly.substack.com. That'll be likely here on the screen, and obviously already be in the description box below as well. So go check that out. I really hang my hat on my first Honesty Not Honesty entry, which was the Naomi piece, and it's so fitting that like she's getting the praise and the glory that she is at this point with this heel turn. I'm loving Proceed with Caution Naomi. It's so much fun. I'm loving the depth that she's bringing. So yeah, there should be one of those coming at some point, probably the beginning of the month of May, and look out for a Viewing Globe piece coming up soon as well, because there are different things I want to do with that series, so please stay tuned. But yeah, I did have a new post that went up today. I don't know tomorrow though, but Friday. This channel where I'm reevaluating myself and really keeping myself accountable and consistent with creating things, because I want to be able to do things for fun and find. and find a lot of really cool things to talk about with the different things I enjoy. So yeah, that's really what I want to do with the channel mostly too. It's just like show more of me and my personality a little bit, and just what I enjoy. So I hope you guys like that and whatnot. Hey guys, so it is officially Saturday and I'm about to head out to the book festival, and it's raining. I hate that for me. That pushed back my plans a little bit, because I did want to go to the Jay Ellis conversation about his book. However, shit happened. So I'm actually heading out a little later than usual than I thought I would. So I'm at least gonna make it for the poetry stages, because two poets that intrigue me are reading some stuff. So I'm gonna go and do that and walk around a bit too, because the first poetry reading isn't until 12. So we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna walk around a bit when I get there, and then see what happens. Hopefully the rain does let up a bit too, because it's been raining all morning. So I think, fingers crossed, that it stops raining this afternoon. So yeah. So I've now made it to the USC campus, to where the festival is, and I'm gonna have a good time. I'm about to go in. I'm gonna go walk around a bit and then go find a seat for the poetry stage.
Back to it. Whatever you need, just know they got it on the shelf. Has all the knowledge you want.
Left bent like sunlight through hickory shag bark, schooled in all the ways of soil, the ways of low dirt. We, the garden and the golden spade used to till. We, the tiny lurking mantis, veiled in verdure, praying under blade. Lately, it seems all there is to do is wait, and wait we will. We outwill winter, bide out the gnaw of blight strikes. We outroot the storm's walled eye, our spine stems, straight sepals, unsnapped petals, parted but unshed. We, hardy anthurium, philodendron, monstera, we sing silky with cordiform tongues, sweat and rosin, we bleed, we blood, we be bloodied as thorns, we be blushed as trumpet lily, as damask rose, things of beauty, we, the bowls, survive the gin. We, the clouds in our own sky, the birds too. We be dandelion, be red jasmine, be jazz. We flush just once, like sweet 4 o'clock in June. Buds unfist for a 4 days bloom, and we hear sorry swoons.
Tend to be tapered and grown. I didn't want my facts to become the news, nor the closeness it takes a man to square a man into grace, to be soured by desire or gods or traditions that leave my kind unloved, unhoused, unknown by clippers, raggedy and unbrothered. Day-Day, I wasn't a man. I was your clay, afraid of being banished from your hands. Loose me not from this uncled oasis where I'd rather be misnamed than uncounted. I curved the men I kissed into vague women in that chair. For health in your prayers. She's going through it right now, and I miss my lady. So this is about both of them. Dear time, now married, I'm in you different, in love deeper, legally, under God and in front of my mama. I know love different. Love is a measure of you. To love is to say I put my time next to your time. I tie your time around my breath, sink my life to your chance. Stupid love, stupider still to get married. I tie my time to you who knows me most intimately what is wrong with me, who has seen me at my most naked, ass out, my toothless, ashy soul, naked and cold and shameful in front of God. What a thing, love. I am so happy to be stupid this way. There's a scar on the sidewalk out our back door. A break in the ground that looks some days like a heart and some days like Mexico. That's racist. He's not Mexican. But the first time my grandma was asking questions about him, she said, "What kind of Mexican is he?" And I told her Venezuelan. And so now I call him Venezuelan Mexican when I want to be cute. And no, this is not me canceling my grandma, because you cancel all grandmas. But she was speaking from within the limits of the language she has, pressing into the wall for understanding. And my grandma isn't racist. She's difficult and careful and nosy and serious and simple and a touch cold and funny and a little mean. And she spends her time in the kitchen because that work is how she loves us. And she is exactly the kind of poet I want to be when I...
You're the closest I've come by. What's it gonna be if I'm not? Cue the audience and hit record on this live edition of Vibe Check with your hosts, Sam Sanders and Zach Stafford.
And for this special episode of Vibe Check in Los Angeles, we Angelinos are here, of course. Saeed refused to come. Saeed does not love Los Angeles very much. But it's okay, because Dinez Smith is with us. And Dinez is our resident poet for the day. So we're really excited. We're going to get a few poems out of Dinez and get some tea about other things as well.
Yeah. What is poetry like? Is it the little short things with the lines? Maybe, but sometimes they be real long. And then we be putting pictures inside of them and all kinds of weird stuff now. Like, poems... I think poems. Okay, let me get woo-woo for a second.
Yes.
There's all these genre conventions that maybe become prescriptive if you play too much into them. I think at their best, poetry. Lord Jesus, I'm tired. I'm looking at these trees. I think that's what happened.
I like
poetry. Let's not make it happen. No, too late. It's happened in the spoken word realm for way too long. We don't need it.
This week on poetries.
So poetry is, I think, at its best, some type of proof of a brief moment of humanity. This is what it felt like to be alive right then. I think it also can be a great vehicle for memory, and it can be a great catalyst for the future, right? I think I don't know what the hell poems are, but I know where poems come from. And they come from prayers, they come from spells, and they come from stories, right? And so if a poem can do what a prayer does, if a poem can do what a spell does, and if a poem can take me where a story does, I'm happy with calling it a poem. That's it.
Wow.
I mean.
Well, there.
Okay, so I am back from day one at the LA Times Festival of Books, and it was actually kind of really cool. I haven't really been in 2 years. I missed out last year. Still same vibes, lovely. I did happen to miss one of my things on my itinerary because of the rain. So aside from that, I had a decent day. But my 13th reason is this book. I bought Free Lessons by Jasmine Guillory. And this was the first book I bought today when it was still raining. And I made the mistake of also not taking my umbrella with me today, because I thought, by the time I get there, it'll be dry. It was not dry. So when I bought this book from Pages, they are a bookstore out of Manhattan Beach, I put this in my bag. Right when I was putting my bag, this got wet. The pages literally got wet. But nonetheless, I still have this copy. I may end up buying a different one at a different time, but for now, I'm gonna keep it. Luckily, it's not all the important pages that I need to read that got messed up. It's just the back side of it. So yeah, she did also have signings today and she has signings tomorrow, but I'm not gonna make those signings because, well, I was gonna make ones today and I'm not gonna make the one tomorrow because I have to go to TNA. And it's a weird time frame between the panel I'm going to tomorrow and when doors open for TNA. So it's okay. I've gotten books signed by her though before, so it is what it is. But yeah, but even tomorrow I can't really take a lot with me because of the clear back policy, and I only have a small like clear tote or crossbody that I have, so that's not gonna go. Like, I can't do too much with what I have in that bag. So yeah. Okay, so this is the tote bag that I got today from the festival. This is a free tote that I got from the Basics booth. They were giving out some free little cool little stuff in here. I'm gonna take some of the stuff out that I'm gonna show y'all. But I have everything in here actually. It really is only, this is mine. No. Okay, so what I got from the Basics booth was the tote bag, and then they also, they're like, oh yeah, some like little goods. The only little fun thing they had was a sketchbook, which I don't mind it because I can draw on it, do some things in it. So yeah, sketchbook. That's what I got from the Basics booth. And then what else? Okay, so I also, today I did go to the poetry stage and I saw two poets do some readings. One person and Ariana Benson, and then Denez Smith, who is such a key. They are such a key, and I have a good time just watching them talk. Even from the first moment that they stepped on the stage before they did their reading, the Nez just captivated the audience. So yeah, but I did buy, ooh, this is broken. Yeah, I did buy both Ariana and Denez's books from the Small World Books booth where they had the signings there. So I got both of their books signed because I had to buy it too. And this bag is ripped. Go figure. But I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this one is Ariana Benson's book, and it's called Black Pastoral. This is a lot of poems. Basically, both Ariana and Denez are really great poets. And when I was making my itinerary for the weekend, I saw that she was doing a reading, and I already saw that Denez was on my list. So that's our list. But I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to go to this and see what this is about. And I was pleasantly surprised. So that's why I ended up getting this poetry book. I can read one of the reviews from other people on this. One, I'm gonna say, read one from Philip B. Williams, who I actually follow on Instagram. Their quote on this book is, Lucille Clifton wonders, when writing about trees, why is there under that poem always an other poem? Aria Benson answers Clifton in Black Pastoral with a series of poems that see the land as both dungeon against and co-conspirator to Black freedom, and poems blossoming in traditional and Knots forms where the Black imagination is a reluctant crypt. Benson writes, there are some trees, the black mangrove, the longleaf pine, that cannot bear the loneliness of touch. These poems touch the ancestors of love and witness. I'm excited to read this. That's Ariana, when she did her reading with some of the poems from this, I was really touched by it. So I'm excited to get through this book as well. Also, happy Poetry Month, by the way. Yeah, I had to tap into the poets because I dibble and dabble in reading poetry every now and again, and Ariana and Denez were the perfect people for me to go listen to today. And speaking of Denez, I already have Denez's poetry book, Don't Call 'Em Dead. I'm already reading Bluff is a book that I started reading a while ago actually. So I never finished this, but now that I have it physically, I'm excited to get into it and actually touch and read the words. They said everything is love. Everything's rooted in love. So that's something I'm taking into consideration of not just like my own self and my personal life, but in a lot of my hobbies. And that's what I love about what I'm doing here with Marvel Honestly, where I can have honest wonder and astonishment, but if I don't love what I'm doing and loving what I'm obsessed with, then what's the point? So that's just one piece of it that I took from the talk. But yeah, I also, oops, let me not let that fall. I also did grab a couple comics. I did end up, okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. This is the Captain America comic, The Cold War Aftermath. I actually have this on ebook, and I really had fun with this. So I found this at the Malik Books booth, so I had to grab it. So got this. I'm a comic girly. At times I dabble and dabble in that as well. And then I also was able to grab the Niobe comics. I've seen like at least a couple of these covers before, and I got the whole sales pitch from about this series a couple of years ago at Comic-Con, and they came back around. They were at the book fest today, and I was able to get my hands on at least 2 of them. So I'm excited to get into it. I've never really read them, but the artists are very captivating with the artwork in this. So yeah, but that's really all the haul that I got from the day. It wasn't a lot, but I had to restrict myself.
Of the Stacks Literary Podcast. That is Tracy Thomas. So let's start this day off right and make some big noise for our special guest, Jenny Slate.
Other things that have already happened that could be connected, and I make like a bullet point list of like, I think this is going to be the entry point. These are the places it could go, and then I go to the show, and if someone before me on the show is talking about something I'm interested in, I'll just talk about what I was thinking about, what they were thinking about, and then I'll like go to my list and start to move through my thoughts. But I don't write anything down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm not even sure I would suggest that, just saying. Yeah.
Valuable experience and other things that won't pay your rent. The unpaid gig is said to benefit the artist who definitely is not just doing this for fun, who definitely cannot afford their maintenance meds out of pocket. The unpaid gig is said to bring lucrative connections, but the bill collectors only deal in USD. The credit card companies don't care if you're up and coming. They don't even know your name until you miss a payment. The unpaid gig can't be had for dinner. can't buy a new jacket for a cold winter, won't put gas in that car or fare on that bus pass, but trust the salaried organizer. Trust the billionaire-backed corporation when they say there are no funds nor travel credits to give. Trust the unpaid gig will be worth it. Why wouldn't the artist sell their whole self, lend their body and their history to an impossible promise? The unpaid gig is said to be a good opportunity. Says, don't be ungrateful, dear artist. Don't you know? Others' valuable experience and other things that won't pay your rent. The unpaid gig is said to benefit the artist who definitely is not just doing this for fun, who definitely cannot afford their maintenance meds out of pocket. The unpaid gig is said to bring lucrative connections, but the bill collectors only deal in USD. The credit card companies don't care if you're up and coming. They don't even know your name until you miss a payment. The unpaid gig can't be had for dinner, can't buy a new jacket for a cold winter, won't put gas in that car or fare on that bus pass, but trust the salaried organizer. Trust the billionaire-backed corporation when they say there are no funds nor travel credits to give. Trust the unpaid gig will be worth it. Why wouldn't the artist sell their whole self, lend their body and their history to an impossible promise? The unpaid gig is said to be a good opportunity. Says, don't be ungrateful, dear artist. Don't you know? Others.
Thank you so much. We need kid books, we need adult books. We need fiction, non-fiction, poetry. No, novels. Come up there. Authors up there. Got a book recommendation?
Hey guys, so it's been a couple days since I picked up the camera, but we're gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and whatnot. I really love going to the book festival because you always get to like see your favorites and meet new people. I was able to meet Danetta Smith and Aria Benson at their tables, and they were so nice, and I really enjoyed their work, what they presented and whatnot. I also met that third poet that was in the video as well. I met her on a whim the day before when I was meeting Danette, and she was also a great watch at the festival, so now she has a fan in me as well. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I can't wait to go outside again because I don't like going outside as much, but enjoying a lot of things that I like will make me want to go outside. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, like I said. And if you guys want to keep up with me, follow me on my socials at Megs and Hines on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And be on the lookout for a new article on Marvel Honestly. Might be a new viewing globe because I gotta talk about some things. So yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Yeah, bye.